The sky was the wrong blue for weeks, a sickly, washed-out cyan, as if its soul had been leached away, a pallid corpse stretched over the world. Dr. Aris Thorne felt it in his bones before the instruments confirmed it. To speak of it felt like admitting madness, so he kept silent, retreating to the orbital telescope's cold data. That's where the madness began. The light from distant nebulae wasn't just redshifted, it was curdled, twisted into impossible knots at angles that mocked Einstein's laws. His colleagues, blind to the celestial sickness, suggested a sabbatical. Stress, they murmured, about the abyss staring back. But Thorne knew better. He was on the razor's edge of a discovery that would render humanity's cosmic significance null. He barricaded himself in the data room, the server's hum a drone against his fraying nerves. The anomalies weren't glitches, but a pattern, a non-Euclidean tapestry woven into space-time's fabric. He heard it in the white noise between signals, a rhythmic, pulsing whisper that spoke not in words, but in pure geometric axioms. It was a language of impossible angles, and it was getting louder, clawing into his thoughts. Paranoia became his shadow, his companion in the sterile, fluorescent-lit halls. He felt an immense, indifferent awareness, a cognitive weight threatening to crack his sanity like a nutshell. The whispers coalesced into a single, resonant thought, a concept so vast it had its own gravity. It wasn't a ship or creature hurtling through the void. It was the void itself waking up. The universe was no cradle for life. It was the digestive system of a being whose thoughts were galaxies and whose consciousness was the dark matter binding them. The final confrontation wasn't an arrival. It was an alignment, a moment of terrible, lucid understanding. Staring at the corrupted data, Thorne finally saw. The bent starlight wasn't an object's wake, but the symptom of a cosmic mind focusing its attention. Our entire reality was a morsel being considered, a fleeting sensation on an unknowable palette. He stumbled from the observatory, his thin, reedy laughter echoing. The cyan sky was no longer a color, but a terrifying lens. He wasn't going mad. He was simply the first to read the menu. He knelt on the cold ground, tracing a spiraling, impossible sigil in the dust with a trembling finger, a shape imparted by the silence. He was no longer a scientist. He was an antenna, humming a tuneless prayer to the hungry, thinking sky.